What's up, guys? Foxwolf here, and today it's time to do a review again of the exact video match of the month, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, a few days ago, as well, this is during a time where the election is now over, it's the 6th of November. Technically, guys, a few days ago, I did a video of the podcast, which I thought of thinking to myself, you know what, I'll just make horrible bad audio quality on the podcast, pretend that we're back in the 60s or 70s, and looking back at it, I'm thinking to myself, well, that's going to be a once in a lifetime I'll never do again. And I don't think I will. And considering it was hard that some people didn't understand, but you know what? That might be something I'll never do again. Anyway, guys, in that podcast, I did Match of the Month, where I reviewed the best match of October. And this is the video you're watching right now. And I just hope the audio of me talking on the mic here is coming in. I hope. I just hope. Yeah. Anyway, as we say, guys, the story goes that Violet Parr and Dash have been brothers and sisters in the Incredibles for a long time. The story goes is that Mr. Incredible became champion in 2023 after his wife Elastigirl actually won the mixed title. For all due to respect, Dash would later defeat her mother and hold on to the belt for about a few or so months, just like similar to her mother in a cage match. So surprisingly, it was a great win, and to be honest, it was great already. Technically, he was so close from breaking her mother's record that if he actually defeats his sister, he might break the record, while Violet is trying to become the first as the entire family to win the title. So anyway, guys, story goes, whoever wins, wins. And this match became deadly. I'd like to point this out. This is a 10-minute Iron Man submission match. And the reason I make this is the match of the month and probably match of the year. Consider this is from, like I said before, Super Hot Heroine DC vs. Marvel YouTube channel. This takes the cake as probably one of the greatest feuds ever. And to be honest, I just really don't know what to say about this match. But in all due to respect, it's going to be crazy. So with that being said, guys, as the match is starting underway in just a few seconds, we just like to say, point this out. If you guys do love the guy's channel, don't hesitate to visit him. Well, I just hope you do. Yeah. Anyway, as for competition, guys, champion simple. Whoever gets the most points in an Iron Man submission match is the winner. If it's a tie draw, then Dash will retain the title as it is. Also, countouts will be included if the referee counts to 5, not 10, 5, which will make it easier for wrestlers to get back in the ring, or they will lose. Which is something you should not, well, mostly you have to be careful of. So yeah, mostly that's what we have to be careful of, guys. As for submissions, pinfalls are not allowed, but countouts are included. It is a no disqualification match, so this is what makes the match so good for what it is. As long as I clear my throat for a while, this is the match of all time. But I do like to be calm just for a second because the match is starting. So this is the reason why this 10-minute Iron Man match is the match of the month. So the match starts out where Violet kicks Dash, goes up for a powerbomb, half RKO, unbelievable, amazing enough, and kicks him in the back. And at this moment, it seems like this was a good work match. She puts in her submission move, which I don't know what it's called, and Dash gets out of it quickly. He also gets to jump on his sister, punches a bunch of times right into the gut, or whatever you call, kicks her in the butt, and then puts in an amazing move hold of a great dance, punch, knockout. That's all she wrote, and puts in the submission armbar, or somewhat technical. And of course, Violet gets out of it perfectly. So guys, at this moment, people would say, well, wrestling is not real. It might not be, but it doesn't mean, people get hurt like that. But to be honest, guys, this fight seemed like a shoot. Dash doesn't want to lose the match, but Violet doesn't want to lose. So, mostly, that's about it. So, until the middle part of the match, everything seems like it's a work, but something tells me it's going to be a shoot. So, like you just said there, Dash tries to go for attack. Violet goes for a super kick, misses. Goes for that powerbomb RKO thing. And Dash, well, he just, well, reverses. He takes out a sledgehammer, misses, and Violet just goes for her own specialty there. Surprisingly, did not hit the hammer, but that would have been crazy if she did. And then she tries to go for the submission move again, only for Dash to get out of it. And this is the moment when it seems like she was a little bit surprised that her brother was hurting her. Kicks her in the shin, she goes for a super kick, misses, and then he kicks her a bunch of times in the shin, only for Violet to get the super kick a third time, goes for that Brock Lesnar move, and down goes Dash. She goes for that leg move again, and surprisingly, Dash is no selling it. Something tells me that Dash really doesn't want to be involved with it, so he kicks her in the shin a bunch of times. Oh boy. And then Violet, at this moment, seemed like this was enough. So she goes for this special move here. That's all he wrote, or that's all she wrote, but yet again, that wasn't the end. Goes for a camel clutch, my second favorite submission of all time, only for Dash to reverse that as well. Amazing. Just crazy. And then Violet tries to throw him to the turnbuckle, but Dash says no way. So he goes for his own throwing her to the turnbuckle, and she sells it. Sounds like Dash did not want to fight along with this match. Something tells me he didn't want to lose. He goes for this crazy 619, which is pretty awesome. Let me know in the comments if that has happened in real life. This is a video game after all. And then he goes for that dance move, punch, 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 knockout. Yet again, it's not pinfall, it's submission matches only. Violet sells it away, knocks him out, gets up, kicks him in a knee right there, and then she just takes him straight to the ropes. And surprisingly, it looked like she was just gonna, well, do whatever, but surprisingly for what she did, for a Hurricane Rana, surprisingly. And at this moment, she goes for the move again. At this moment, it seemed like she was really popping his ears because he gave up quickly. Something told me that she really hurt him a lot there and kicks him in the face, goes for this half move here, almost like a steamroll or something like that. And surprisingly, this is the moment where Dash said, enough is enough. There's nothing here, no work. And he's just upset on what Violet's doing to him right now. This is embarrassing. Big sister doing this to a little brother. Oh boy, what an embarrassment. And Dash said, I had enough. Slams her face to the canvas, which that had to hurt a lot. Picks her up, and surprisingly, and slams her face to the mat again. And then he goes for his, you know what, I don't have to say it, punch, 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 knockout, and goes for the submission armbar, or technical submission armbar. There's a lot of them out there. And Violet gives up. And at this moment, we're almost at the 5-minute mark, halfway through this match. It's 1-1, punches, kicks her in the groin, and Violet said, F that, I'm not gonna go for that again. Slams her body while he was dancing middle, trying to punch her jab, and Violet just, like, oh man, Violet didn't, like, Dash was not expecting Violet to do that. That might have really hurt him a lot. So he throws her to the turnbuckle again at that moment, and after cutting him off with his special move, he just slaps him in the breast, goes to the rope, and then just kicks her in the face. At this moment, this is turning into a shoot fight. Violet clotheslines him back, and these two are not going without a fight. This is a title match. We don't know who wins. He tries to clothesline her brother over, but misses hilariously. So she decides to throw him out of the ring. She goes for the rope, and then goes middle and kicks him. Man. And Dash getting kicked getting picked up and gets his arm twisted. Oh, and then Violet just, ooh, oh man, I don't want to explain that. And it's okay. We'll just let that. We'll just let this by. And then, and then, Dash tried to punch her in the butt again. Violet reverses it, goes for that move again. Oh boy, if this was a pinfall, who knows? But at this moment, Dash, with only 3 minutes and 30 seconds left, he got hurt for some reason, but the referee makes sure he's all right. And surprisingly, Violet wants to make sure if he's all right, so she goes for this leg move again. No, he's not all right. He just taps out at 3 minutes and 15 seconds left of the match, kicks him in the face again. My gosh. Oh man. And this is the moment where Dash might be getting tired or he's really badly hurt, because these two are really hurting themselves for real. And it's not fun. Goes for the punch, elbowing him right in the back, does the push-ups again. At this moment, it seems like she's just killing time. She's just trying to let the time wind down so Dash won't score another point. But Dash slams her face in the concrete, or I would say like soft mat, goes for this friggin' submission move again. And surprisingly, considering Violet got hurt there, I'm surprised she got out of this move a lot surprising than I expected. I don't think no one expected her to get out of that, because it seemed like Dash was really trying to break her arm for real, and she did not want to lose, and Dash wanted to win. So he jumps on her, and surprisingly, with almost a 2-minute warning on the clock, he goes for a great punch, straight to the body, 360, knockout, and then puts in the armbar again, and Violet would tap out. But this moment, oh boy, Dash and Violet are just in pain, hurt, and this is the moment where it seems like Dash's run is over. She goes for this like crazy, wild move here, and at this moment, she was gonna go for the leg again, but Dash reverses it, which somewhat didn't make sense why she waited. And then he tries to go for the dance move, but Violet cuts her off again and then hits him. And then he just gets out of the ring because he didn't want to get hurt anymore. But Violet did not care. She kicked him a bunch of times. Like, oh boy, Violet really hurt her brother so much. And this is the moment where this is the moment where Dash is completely hurt. He's out of it. He's drained, and Violet is hurting him so much. Like, oh boy, this is the moment where we should just stop the match. But Violet, like, she's just breaking his back, stretching, kicking. Like, outside the ring, those kicks were really deadly, and you could tell those were shoots. She gets him up, kicks him in the face again, goes for somewhat of an electric chair, but it was straight onto the rope, and it seemed like he broke his right arm from getting his arm caught in the ropes. And this is the moment, 30 seconds after the match, Violet squeezes legs and he gives up quickly, 3-2 with 25 seconds left, kicks him in the face. Wow, man, what an amazing comeback here from start to end. And that's what Violet is. She finishes matches in the final second. And at this moment, she's just wrecking him. But Dash tried to make a comeback here, only to do a dance move. Violet misses, and Violet just says, screw that move, and just, I really don't know what to say about that. That's the end of the match, guys. 10 minutes, the score's 3-2. Violet is the mixed title. And at this moment, Dash, guys, I don't know how many concussions Dash has, and I'm sure Violet does have to work. She might have to go to the hospital as well due to her getting hurt, her breasts hurt after getting punched a bunch of times in the body there and hurt by Dash, and also getting her right arm hurt, because these two really killed each other. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you think this is the match of the month of the October match, let me know in the comments. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you next time. Foxwolf out.